impact on you?
Recording live from somewhere. Life Lessons Podcast. What's the life lesson? We got two of the best flea markets in America here in the Richmond area. One of them is the Azalea Flea Market, and I went and saw my buddy, and this has been confirmed. I think it looks too old. The glove looks too bad to be forged. Howard Shotsky, whose autograph do we think this is?
The money man, Floyd Mayweather Jr.
$10. $10. All right, now this next one. Who do we think whose autograph this is?
Smoking Joe Frazier.
Smoking Joe. And I don't know if you haven't confirmed this one, have you? But I think that this one is Sugar Ray Leonard.
Hold on, let me see if he makes that little symbol.
D1 Jax said first comment. D1 Jax, this is for you. Sugar Ray Leonard is who I think this is. Now, this one I have my
okay. Let's take a look at the Sugar Ray. Yeah, that's him, brother.
Woo! So you're telling me I got Sugar Ray Leonard, Joe Frazier, and the money man, Money Mayweather. I paid $80 for 8 gloves, and I already sent two gloves to in the I was about to say in the Riot 617. In the Granite 617, which was Marvelous Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard on the same glove. Now, this one right here, we're not so sure this one's real. It looks too much like Mike Tyson. That Mike is pretty similar, but Tyson has not been put in the Y like that. So I'm not too convinced with this one. Now, these are the ones, Coach. Oh, this one has a lot of people. Who are all the people on this one? Coach Jay, Mickey Ward, Arturo Gotti.
Mickey Ward, yeah.
Alexis who?
It's Alexis Arguello.
Yes.
Arguello.
And then these two down here.
Let me see.
I don't know. This is Payne, something Payne. In the Granite knew who it was. But then this one right here, I don't know if we could get this one.
That's is that Petaway?
I think that's something Payne, he said. In the Granite said that was Payne. This guy right here, we couldn't figure him out. Mickey something?
Oh, there's deer, guys. There's deer.
Mickey Duff?
It looks kind of like Mickey Duff. I'm not sure. Is there a Duff, Mickey Duff?
I'm about to check.
But these are the two gloves we could not identify right here.
Mickey Duff,
Howard.
You know what? Mickey Duff was a British boxing promoter. That might be his autograph.
Yes, I think it's real. I think those gloves are real. MK says good morning. MK, this is for you. It's good to see you. Are you back at school, MK?
MK is in the house.
MK, we're going to talk about the top 10 boxers, but we went to the flea market and we were able to find in the Granite 617 is a huge Marvin Hagler fan. And I found a Marvin Hagler and a Sugar Ray glove. I already sent him in a couple other gloves. And then there's Joe Frazier. I went back and got this one. Like, I saw the guy, what's up, man, from Seoul. I saw the guy, he's from Hopewell. I saw him at the Azalea Flea Market. Then I texted him later. I said, send me a picture of those other gloves. And then I said, dude, I want all 8 of them. I'm coming to Bellwood Flea Market tomorrow. I'm going to give you $80 for all 8. And this one's probably the most expensive out of all of them because rest in peace, Joe Frazier. This one's probably worth the most. But this one was my fun. MK, this one was the most fun because I had no clue who this was. But it's Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather. at the Bellwood Flea Market.
Paul, I was thinking about you, man. As I saw Air Force Ones auction after auction after auction, no price higher than $60. All I could think of was my man at the mall paying $110.
Gator, Totem Pole Nation taking
Gator
over.
is in the house.
Good morning. MK says I'm going back to school on Wednesday. That's un-American. That is un-American for you to go back to school before Labor Day.
Paul, I don't know if you have its motto, but I was about to text you and ask you your sneaker.
He's size 12.
I was about to grab a pair for him.
All right, this is the one right here. I mean, this guy's signature is a boxing glove. Finito?
Yeah, finito.
It's something that ends in ITO.
Yeah, we think it's finito, and it's like a boxing glove. But we have not been entirely able to identify. I think this is a T. Tursup?
Let me see the bottom.
Hey, I think we found out a couple times. It's like Tannerama. It's the middle name is Finito. It's the nickname, and the guy I think won 4 different weight classes internationally.
Yeah. It says Finito. Hold on, let me look up whose nickname was Finito.
What's up, Paul?
What's going on, brother?
Man, just
Paul,
trying not to
where
hit
you at
it.
now?
Trying not to what?
Paul,
Try not.
I mean, Troy, that is Ricardo Finito Lopez.
That's Lopez right there?
That's who it's supposed to be.
Does Finito Lopez do a boxing glove? Like, this is not forged. This is a real signature. Like, the dude did a. I mean, why would you even forge a guy's signature that's not even famous? That's a boxing glove.
That's a real signature.
And then we got this guy. One Love. Now, you said this was Wayne McCullough?
Yeah, that's the best I could find.
2003. One Love. Mike McCullough.
You know, Howard might find something different on that one. Who knows? Howard's good at that stuff.
Yeah, but I think this is definitely real. I think these are real signatures. I think these are real. Only one I don't think is real is this one. I don't know if the Mike Tyson is, man. You know, but I found some Tysons where the Tyson's written out. But the Mike is all very, very, very similar. So today's topic, life lessons. We're going to talk about the top 10 boxers of the 21st century. MK said it's normal for me. MK, much respect. I got this from the flea market, Howard. Barstool Sports. And they got the big cat's name on the back. So I put my name on the back, which is Little T. Big cat.
Oh my God.
The top 10. We'll start with 10. Now this is from the 21st century.
Now let me ask you a question. How in the world are we going to do this without my man Bobby Nizzo?
Well, you know, we're just going to go over the list and talk about who we know, and I'm not the expert, but Bobby Nizzo knew what the show was going to be on. I believe I told him. And
He was excited about it. Yeah.
He's probably out running sprints. You want to call him on your phone to see if he's done with his workout.
Yeah, he's probably pushing a car or something.
Is he
pushing
done
a car
torturing
around a
himself?
parking lot?
He likes to torture.
You guys know what he told me yesterday. He said, hey, I'll mow the grass a little bit, and then I'll do some burpees, and I'll do a little bit of set of something else, and then mow the grass a little bit more. That's it.
Kuya, what's up, man? Kuya, this is for you. This is Totem Pole Nation. We're the low man on the totem pole. We go to flea markets and buy $10 Joe Frazier gloves and $10 Sugar Ray Leonard. And this has got to be real right here. It looks too old and too broke. Floyd Money Mayweather. $10. Gary V is very big into going to flea markets, but he actually sells the stuff that he buys. Me, I guess I just hoard it. You know, I'm a for boxing glove signatures, and I'm sending this one to my great friend in the Granite 617. Coach Jay Freeman is in Seattle, Washington. What time is it in Seattle, Coach Jay Freeman?
I think it's 4:48.
Wow.
Yeah.
4:48 Pacific time. Coach Jay Freeman, the Mike Tyson signature. Does it look too good?
Well, you know, I always keep thinking, Coach, that signed it, he got the mic done right, and then when he was doing the Tyson, he got distracted a little bit. Maybe that was some young breezy calling for his attention. Who knows? I mean, it looks pretty good to me. I mean,
if
all for $10, it's worth it, baby.
If all the rest of them are real, then I don't know. Maybe the dude was a collector and he needed a Mike Tyson, and he just decided to sign the Mike Tyson for himself. But you can buy a Mike Tyson glove for like $150 on eBay, can't you, Howard?
Probably not.
Gator says it's pretty close. And we don't know what dimension Mike Tyson was in when he signed that.
Well, now when you know, now that
huh?
Now they have shows where guys get paid. There was a whole story on the other night about a documentary about people forging Jordan's autograph. Basketballs by the truckload.
They actually have they have shorts on YouTube that guys in India will teach you how to forge signature.
Yeah. Absolutely. And you know what else they can do? I learned when I was representing players.
What?
If you have a player sign a ball to you that says to Troy, you're taking the value out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know there's a chemical that they can use on a helmet or a football that will erase the Sharpie part that says to Troy?
Oh, I'm sure.
I never
Kuya says, now I'm not an expert in boxing. In the Granite 617 is, Howard loves the sport. Can I ask, sir, what's your reaction in Pacquiao versus Japanese boxer exhibition? Thanks.
Man, I love it. I'd love to see Manny Pacquiao in a kickboxing fight.
But Manny Pacquiao versus this guy.
You know,
will they ever fight again?
Nah, man. Not unless he needs money.
Floyd Mayweather's done. He's never, ever, ever going to box again is what you're saying.
What is in the ground always get into boxing to get out as quickly as you can.
Yeah, I never heard him say that. That's a great philosophy.
Same thing with the UFC. Those guys take a tremendous amount of punishment.
Coach Jay Freeman, how are you feeling this morning? What's the life lesson you want to give the Totem Pole Nation about this weekend, about going to the flea market and finding these gloves? The first signature I noticed was the marvelous Marvin Hagler one. And I said, oh, dude, that's Marvin Hagler's signature on that boxing glove. That's in the Granite 617. So I got 3 for 40. 3 for 40. I got the Mike Tyson, the Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard, and then the one that had that one had to be the third one had to be fake because the Ken Norton definitely wasn't real. And Tyson was on it, and Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard. I mean, he had everybody. But I didn't even know that the Joe Frazier, and I didn't even know what I was looking at. So what is the life lesson you will take? And that's what's led us to this top 10 boxers of the 21st century. What is the life lesson, Jay Freeman, that you would like to give to Total Pole Nation from this experience this weekend?
That you might be losing in the first round, you might be losing the second round, but as long as you keep swinging, you'll bring that opponent down by the 10th round.
And Howard's shaking his head.
Hey, like I always say, there's no shame in falling down. The shame in not getting back up.
Now, in the Granite 617, does In the Granite 617 have a gift for picking fights?
Yes.
Is it because he has so much information in that head that Howard? What is so special about In the Granite 617?
I mean, there are certain fights where if you really know a fighter's strengths and weaknesses, you can look at the matchup and say, this guy's going to get his ass kicked, you know?
He's kind of like a football expert too. Sometimes we can look at a football game, and if we know enough about it, we can make a good decision. It's not just pulling some information out of the air. We have enough information to make a good pick.
If you have a guy that doesn't have great footwork and doesn't take his head off the center line, and you have a guy flicking his jab out strong the whole fight, he's going to destroy that guy. And that glove says something One Love on the bottom.
Yeah, One Love 2003. So I think all of these gloves were probably signed about 20 years ago.
No, I'm telling you, I think that one had Mickey Duff, who's a British boxing promoter.
Yes.
And I bet you if you go back and look, we can find a card where all those fighters are on it and figure out when that glove was signed.
Yes, probably in Philadelphia, because the guy said that there was a guy in Philadelphia that had a shop, but he hadn't sold anything in like 5 years. Huh?
Hey, listen, can I introduce you guys to the best coffee girl in America?
Yeah.
At least here she is.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, Total
good
Pole.
morning.
Nice to meet everyone.
You got to deal with this
How
guy.
are you guys? I don't know if they
Oh, he says you got to deal with this guy.
Oh, yeah, I know. It's a challenge some mornings.
There you go.
I'm kidding.
So you think that you can find, I assume this is probably in Philadelphia. If I Google all these names in Philadelphia, you think that I can find where all these guys were fighting at the same night?
No, because I don't think Philadelphia has anything to do with it. The key is Mickey Duff, the boxing promoter.
I'm going to do it. I'm gonna send this one to In the Granite because I know he wants this one.
I'm going to try that too.
You're going to try it?
I'm going to try to figure out where it's from.
Do I need to send you another picture of it, or you got it?
No, I just need the names.
You want me to give them to you now?
No, just text them to me.
Okay.
But I'm telling you, that one looks like Mickey Duff, who was a boxing promoter.
I think it is Mickey Duff because that was the one that he didn't know. On our top 10, and hopefully In the Granite 617 will show up. And Howard, you're going to have to read this guy's name.
Oh, Vitaly Klitschko. Russian.
Yeah, Klitschko. I know Klitschko. I know he's a Russian. I know he's tough as crap. I'm going to read his key accomplishments because that's about all I can do. 45-2, 41 KOs from 1996 to 2012. Three-time heavyweight champion, inducted into International Boxing Hall of Fame in 2021. The century started, that's a big word, inauspiciously for Klitschko. He quit on his stool due to a shoulder injury in a fight against Chris Bird in 2000. Then in 2003, his face was cut to shreds after he stepped in on late notice to challenge the world champion Lennox Lewis. Dr. Iron Fist recovered from the Lewis loss, to win the WBC heavyweight title, but announced his retirement in 2005 due to injury. 3 years later, he resumed his reign along with brother Vladimir and WBA, IBF, and WEO champion. Dominated the heavyweight division until Vitali's ninth and final title defense in 2012 at the age of 40. Vitali was considered heavier-handed and had a less cautious style than Vladimir. He finished his career with a 15-2 record in world title fights. Coach Jay Freeman, do you remember Vitali Klitschko or Howard? What do you have to say about Vitali Klitschko?
Break it up a little bit.
No, I said he's a big Russian heavyweight who had a lot of power.
Coach Jay Freeman, do you remember Klitschko? And Howard, you need to start showing us some of this stuff you're buying on Whatnot. All right, I need to see some of these purchases. You need to start. I need you to kind of show off your stuff the same way that Totem Pole Reed shows off his Funko Pops.
I don't purchase much of my.
You just like to watch it. I don't know if there's something wrong with your mic or what, Howard.
It's probably
Yeah, it's kind of making noises.
Jay Freeman, do you remember Klitschko?
Yeah. Yes, I remember him, Coach Taylor, but the biggest thing I remember him, I think, is not getting off that stool. And something about me always is it. Yeah, not getting off that stool, you know what I mean? And to me, that part of a boxing match is always interesting because, you know, as a football coach, that some of I'm sure Jimmy Rogers, when he was coaching, one of our ideas is we want the other guy to quit in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
we want to make the guy quit. And so to me, that's always an interesting fact. I mean, when you have a guy, he's in competition, he's fighting another human being, and he gets to the point where he wants to say no mas or throw in the white towel or quit. To me, that's kind of a crazy thing in the boxing game.
Kuya Dambo has a question here, Howard. I see your eyes are lighting up. Canelo versus Crawford, sir. What is the Howard Shotsky take on that? And do you know what the In the Granite 617's take is, or do we have to watch his show?
I think he was excited about Crawford.
Yeah, Canelo's a stud, but he says Crawford's the real deal.
Canelo is a stud, but Crawford is the real deal. Coach Jay Freeman, what do you think about Canelo versus Crawford?
Yeah, I think that's the same thing that I remember Bobby Nizzo saying. He's like, yeah, hey, Canelo's a hell of a fighter, but Crawford, man, I think Crawford's going to get him. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah.
Elite boxer.
An elite boxer. All right, so at number 10, are y'all okay with Vitali Klitschko?
Yeah, I'll tell you, I really, with an MMA fight, I want to see Tom Aspinall and John Jones.
Woo! Woo! Man, that would be fun to watch. Number 10, Vitali Klitschko. We are making our way to number 9. So let's play our graphic that I got some guy in India to make about a year ago, and I didn't even know what to use them for. So here we go. Number 9 on the list, which I got to show y'all. There it is. Number 9 on the list. Can you see that, Howard?
Yeah, I have no idea who he is.
Wow. Joe Calzaghe. Where is In the Granite 617? I know you're not hugging the pillow. Key accomplishments 46-0. Wow. 32 KOs from 1993 to 2008, longest reigning super middleweight champion, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 2014. Calzaghe retired in 2009 with a 46-fight unbeaten record, mostly spent at super middleweight, and is boxing's third longest reigning world champion, 10 years and 11 months. He's from Wales, United Kingdom, complained about being avoided. Oh, here we go. Alex, welcome to Totem Pole. That's why I love YouTube, because we're sitting here talking about boxing. I'm an idiot. I'm the only guy that goes to a flea market and actually thinks he can go buy a Floyd Mayweather Jr. signed boxing glove for $10. Floyd Mayweather Jr. This definitely is not fake because it's too faded and the glove is too broke up. What about this one, all you boxing fans? Smoking Joe Frazier, $10. What about this one? Sugar Ray Leonard, $10. Now this one, it looks too new to me, y'all. Too new. And then Howard and me are going to figure this out today. Mickey Ward, Arturo Gotti, Alexis, Mickey Duff, and then something Payne. Man, Chance is back. Alex. Cabello versus Bayavall, possible.
Canelo.
Yes.
Canelo's got no reason to fight him.
Alex said, thank you from Venezuela. Thank you very much for joining Totem Pole Nation. We're the low man on the totem pole. This is Life Lessons Podcast. If there's a life lesson, Totem Pole is better than Barstool. That's right. I went to the Bellwood Flea Market in Richmond, Virginia, and this guy has all the jerseys. If I would have saw Mr. President, El Prez, I would have bought it. But this is the Big Cat's jersey. I scratched out Totem Pole, and I changed the Big Cat to Little T. Because my brother's Big T. Chance Gator. Welcome all newcomers. Please double tap that screen. Show some love. It's free. Amen. Chance Fawcett. Morning Jets. Chance Fawcett. Welcome back, brother. We're the low man on the totem. Granite 617. We hope he shows up.
Hey, I just texted him.
You're in Italy? Alex is in Italy. Have you ever been to Italy, Howard or Jay Freeman? I've never been anywhere. They won't allow me out of this country.
Yeah, my wife and I went.
Wow.
Yeah, I've never been anywhere either, Coach.
Italy. He's from Venezia, Italy.
Coach Taylor and Howard, I never left the United States either, buddy. Never, ever.
My wife and I went to Greece for our honeymoon. We're off the boat for 5 minutes. I hear someone call my name. Who the hell knows me in Greece? It was another agent.
Wow.
Who was also on.
Has anybody else in Totem Pole Nation got any comments about number 9? Joe, he was undefeated. You are welcome. Chance Fawcett said new hats. Chance Fawcett, these actually are not new, but I just paid for them. All right, dude. We had these probably about 6 months, and I finally paid the dude $900 for all the hats. Yeah. So yeah, they're new because we just paid for them. I mean, I feel bad. I only feel bad owing people money that I know. All right, I don't feel bad owing Discover, but like this guy is a small Johnson and Lamb. They've always taken care of me. They always hook us up with the best merch, but it ain't free. I mean, but Totem Pole, Gator. Yes, Gator. Justin Medley. Where is the Grand Canyon? Right next to Niagara Falls. Isn't that amazing, though, that the Grand Canyon and Niagara Falls are right next to each other? How is that possible, man? Justin Boxing. Justin Boxing. You are not going to believe what we found this weekend, Justin Boxing. Justin Boxing, are you ready? Justin Boxing, what do you know about this guy? Smoking Joe Frazier. $10. $10. If you don't believe me, go watch the live streams.
You know, I got to tell you, I've never seen anybody more excited about their flea market purchases than Troy Taylor.
Maybe that's what I will end up doing. It's just going to flea markets around the country. And
Hey, I got a life lesson about the flea market.
Go ahead, give me a life lesson. I just want to show Justin Boxing these.
Well, go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
And this one right here, this one's almost too good to be true. All right, I don't even know it. Yeah, Mike Tyson. And we got the Sugar Ray Leonard and in the Granite 617's favorite boxer, Marvin Hagler. I've already sent that to him. The comments, and we got a lot of comments. Chance said, oh, laugh out loud. Ragazzi, just a question. The best heavyweight is AJ. I think so. All right. Howard Shotsky. Alex says the best heavyweight is AJ, question mark. Anybody else in the comments? I need to get one of those. One of these? One of these, Gator? Justin Boxing, what? What? Joe Frazier? Yes. 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 Go back, and I might just cut it up. I might just go find that part and say, this is when we find the boxing gloves. Yes, sir. Ain't that crazy, Justin? Yes. And Gator saw it all. But before I found this, I found a $5 sleeve of autographs, one of them being Roger Staubach. Roger Staubach was in there. Coach Jay Freeman, Justin Boxing says for real. We're counting down the top 10 boxers since 2021. Jay Freeman, what do you got to say to Total Pole Nation out there watching Life Lessons podcast?
Well, hey, this is what I was going to say, guys. I was going to say, listen, when Troy Taylor goes to the flea market, he might have a basic expectation of what he wants. Maybe I'll find a good autograph. Maybe I'll find something. But he's not locked into anything. And so his possibilities are limitless. And when he walks in there with love in his heart, with kindness coming out of him, speaking good thoughts and good feelings to all the people there, guess what happens? Exactly what he wants comes to him. Exactly what Troy Taylor is after comes into his hand. And even better than...
Yeah, go ahead.
I say even better stuff than what he thought. And then he's able to give it away. He's able to bless other people. It's just what happens with Troy Taylor. But I'm saying if he had a different expectation, if he was going there to make money, if he was going there to make a profit, it wouldn't come into his lap. But it's how he treats people. How about the mixing board you found in the Granite 617 yesterday for his music? You know what I mean? Like everything just comes to you, Troy Taylor. And that's the thing we talk about. Everything is always working out for Total Pole Nation, and everything is always working out for Troy Taylor. And I don't know what you got to say about it, Howard, but I think things have always been working out for you, brother. Let's go.
Gator said love in his heart and a smile on his face all the time. Coach Taylor, number 8 on the countdown. In the Granite 617, I am summoning you the same way that Customato summons Mike Tyson. Justin Boxing said, for real, for real. Justin Boxing, have you ever heard of these guys? Mickey Ward, Arturo Gatti, Alexis Alala, I can't even remember what his name is. Arguello, Mickey Ward, and then the Pain guy. This one's real. All right. Here's 2 guys we haven't figured out yet, but we will. Finito might not be famous, but he's got the best signature. I mean, he's got a boxing glove. And then we got Mike One Love 2003. Gator said, let's go. Justin Medley said, it's the pattern. And I learned the pattern from Lambo. Wow. What a story about Waffle House. Who was watching the live stream at the Waffle House at 1 a.m.? Man. Yes. Lambo stalked me. He knew I was live streaming at a Waffle House. He stalked me and came right to the Waffle House where I had my son. And we were eating something. And he ordered the most expensive thing on the menu, an Angus burger. Yes. And Howard's shaking his head because he knows what I'm talking about. Number 8.
Hey, is that a given though? I mean, we know that's going to happen.
What
right?
a
You go
game. 4 more minutes and I would have won that soccer game.
Man. Look at this guy. Juan Manuel Marquez. Are you familiar with Juan Manuel Marquez at number 8? And in the Grant, Gator, he said he missed that. You missed a lot. Because I was telling everybody in the Waffle House that he's going to marry a girl one day that looks just like the girl on his shirt. And in walked the girl.
I thought he meant my losing bet. You'll notice whenever I lose, the expression on my face is like this. I usually go.
Yes, you put your head down.
I put my head down and I cussed the world.
Juan Manuel Marquez, 56-7-1 record, 40 KOs from 1993 to 2014. I got boxing gloves for $5. Well, you got a better deal than me. Inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 2020, Marquez delivered one of the most memorable and stunning knockouts in recent years when he sent the great Manny Pacquiao to the canvas in the 6th round of their 2012 bout. The pair fought 4 times after a draw. Pacquiao won 2 fights before Marquez's right hand brought a shocking finish to their last encounter. Marquez had been in trouble in round 5, but displayed the toughness that defined his career to rebound and finish Pacquiao. Juan Manuel Marquez, Coach Shay Freeman, Howard Shotsky. Are y'all familiar with Juan Manuel Marquez?
No, but I just lost again, damn it.
Uh-oh.
Well, what's funny is a lot of people don't realize how important Pacquiao is to the Philippine people. Let's talk about that for a minute. Because I gotta be real. I don't know this young man in particular, but I know I've had a number of Filipino students over the years and players, and I know the love and the reverence and how important that guy, Manny Pacquiao, is to his culture, and especially the men in that culture. And so one thing that's interesting to me is you said these guys fought 4 times. This guy won 1 out of the 4 with a draw. And that just shows the star power of Pacquiao, that you can beat a guy like that once, draw him once, lose to him twice, and still be in the top 10 of famous fighters. That just, to me, it shows what a great fighter Pacquiao is.
Man, I'm setting up my boxing gloves back here. I love Sugar Ray Leonard, and I love Mike Tyson. M.R. Manuel, yes, I think he's retired now. Yes, Gator, you are the best, Gator. Number 8, Juan Manuel Marquez in the granite 617. We need you. Justin Boxing says, Jake Paul, he's retired. Fight me, laugh out loud. Well, in the granite 617 has already called out Jake Paul and Logan Paul. He wants to fight both of them the same night, back to back. He's going back to back.
His idea this was, but this was a bad idea.
For what?
This list.
Number 7. Well, it was really, Howard, the list was thought about because of the boxing gloves.
You know why I said it was a bad idea? Because I don't know who number 7 is either.
Well, then that means they're not very good. All right, maybe we should have done the top ones in the entire history of boxing, which goes back a long time. Andre Ward, 32-0, 16 KOs from 2004 to 2017. 2-division world champions, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 2021. At just 33, Ward retired with an unblemished record after unifying world titles at super middleweight and light heavyweight. Ward's from Oakland, California, won a gold medal in the 04 Olympics, and as a professional, unified 2 super middleweight titles, won 3 light heavyweight titles, and retired in 2017 as ESPN #1 pound-for-pound fighter. Wow. ESPN. Justin Boxing said, I got to go to summer school. Justin Boxing, you can finish watching the channel later. We love you. You will be heavyweight champion of the world one day. You know, I think one thing that this list tells us is how much the sport of boxing has gone down since the turn of the century. And has it gone down because of the rise of UFC?
Yeah, I think that's part of it.
Number 6. Justin Boxing said thanks and bye. Number 6, Canelo Alvarez. Justin Boxing said I heard of him. Howard Shotsky. Have you heard of Canelo Alvarez? I will read his key accomplishments.
Canelo's the best.
61-2-2. 39 KOs from 05 to 2024. In an ongoing career, reigning undisputed super middleweight champion, 4 division world champions. The exciting fighter from Guadalajara, Mexico, is still on top of his game at 34 and is number 2 in ESPN's latest pound-for-pound rankings. Only Dimitri Bivol and Floyd Mayweather have beaten Canelo in a 19-year professional career. Justin Boxing said bye. Gator said later, bro. Canelo Alvarez. Howard Shotsky. Tell me about Canelo Alvarez.
I've only watched him fight a few times, but he won every time I watched.
And did you win money?
No, I don't do boxing.
Coach Jay Freeman, do you know anything about Canelo Alvarez? Let me check my phone. Maybe in the granite, 617.
Not sure. I did put something on the first Jake Paul fight and won.
Oh, he did?
I did.
Yeah, Coach, I don't really know a lot about Canelo Alvarez. Unfortunately, I don't know a lot about him. I did send in the granite a text about 20 minutes ago.
Okay, Justin Boxer said bye. Gator said Canelo is the man of many knockdowns. That sounds like in the granite 617, the man of many knockdowns. He puts people to sleep. He knocks them as cold as a popsicle. In the granite 617, Howard Shotsky, have you ever seen in the granite 617's music video, Pack a Lunch?
Yes, I have.
And what do you think about him being a superhero and him being a protector of women and children and him putting that guy in a body bag in his music video?
Hey, I'm all for it.
He's all for it. That is wonderful. He has been told that he's doing God's work by a preacher.
Yep, it's God's plan. Hey, I got one thing from In the Granite 617 yesterday, Coach Troy.
Yeah.
I was talking to him about a little bit of offensive line or defensive line technique, and we were talking about the Philly roll, like how
yes, I remember that.
Yeah. And then the one thing I was asking him is, what if I'm fighting a guy with a bigger reach? A guy's got a reach advantage on me. What do I do to get inside? And it was funny. He sent me a video of a guy working on his vertical jump, like plyos. And then he told me, he's like, well, if you're going to get inside, you got to take a couple of hits.
That's right.
Yeah.
You will get punched in the face. That's how you get inside.
I just thought it was, it's just awesome. It's just awesome to have a guy like that to talk to about the fight game. You know what I mean? And that's really awesome. Hey, Coach Troy Taylor, if this list isn't working for you, you can pivot to those Ring magazine things. That might be better. I sent them to you in the group chat.
We're going to go through this one, and then, yes, we will go to Ring Magazine because Howard Shotsky loves boxing. And In the Granite 617 might be done working out or torturing someone. It's either or. I don't know what he's up to right now. Oscar De La Hoya. Key accomplishments, 39-6 record, 30 KOs from 1992 to 2008. 6 division world champions, successful promoter while still boxing, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 2014. I like to thank In the Granite 617 because my 5-year-old niece, who is a genius, she can speak multiple languages, including French, Latin, which is not even a spoken language anymore, and English, knows the entire chorus to Pack a Lunch. Pack a Lunch, put you in a body bag in the back of our trunk. Okay, that was impressive. Oscar De La Hoya, the golden boy. I remember the golden boy in the Olympics when he was fighting when I was a kid. And he is the golden boy promotions. I'm a fan of the golden boy. Howard Shotsky, how do you feel about Oscar De La Hoya being at number 5 on the ESPN top boxers of the century?
Done very well with his boxing promotion, so he's very much still relevant in the fight game.
Coach Jay Freeman, Oscar De La Hoya. How do you feel about Oscar De La Hoya? Nicholas said I was a kid in the 1930s. Yes, I was.
Well,
I had a different name then in a different body, but yes, I was a kid in the 1930s. Yes, Jay Freeman.
I was just saying, when you've done something at that high level until, like when you've been at that level, 39-6, 30 knockouts, 6 division world championships. And then, like you said, Howard said, he's still, making those dollar signs and having success as a promoter. It's always great when an athlete can seamlessly transition into the next phase of their life. And it's definitely looks what he did, and again, I want you to understand something. All these guys that we've talked about, they have huge roles in their culture. Like this guy is huge with young Latino men, with Mexican American, it's huge. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know. I don't think you can measure that impact. You know what I mean? Because I don't think there's a lot of people walking around saying, man, that's the guy I identify with. That's the guy that I want to be. Well, a lot of these boxers are just that. Like we talked about, the guy that was that way in the Filipino community. A lot of these guys are that way in the young Mexican Latino community. That is the role model. That is the male role model for the culture.
Tyree Howard. Oscar in his prime was a beast. Tyree Howard, welcome back to Totem Pole. Now, you may be saying, Troy, why are y'all doing a boxing top 10? It's because I went to the Bellwood Flea Market and I purchased this, 3 for $40. I sent 2 gloves to In the Granite 617, Marvin Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard. And then I texted the guy and I was like, hey, man, give me the other 8 gloves for $80. I didn't even know who they were. This one took us all day to figure out. Now, this is not forged because it's too faded, it's too old. And it took us a while. But this, ladies and gentlemen, is Floyd Mayweather Jr. And Totem Pole Nation paid $10 for this boxing glove that looks like it came out of a landfill. But it was worth it to us. The next glove that we found was this one. And this little symbol right here tells it all. This is the Sugar Daddy, Sugar Ray Leonard. And then the last one probably is worth the most. And Howard Shotsky has confirmed that in his professional opinion, as a lawyer and as an agent, that this is Joe Frazier. This one right here will get sent to In the Granite 617. Because Mickey Ward is from Lin Lin, City of Sin. Yes. Yes. Arturo Gotti. Other people I don't know. Alexis. Mickey Duff, the promoter. Number 5 was Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions. Totem Pole Nation, we love you. We are the low man on the totem pole. And why are we talking about boxing? Because we were blessed. Blessed enough to find this shirt for $3. Barstool Big Cat softball jersey. which his name is on the back, scratched out now with Little T, my nickname, because he's Big Cat, I'm Little T. Number 5 is Oscar de la Hoya. Comments. Big A13 says hello. Well, Big A13, welcome to Totem Pole Nation. We are lower than Barstool. I'm not saying we're better than Barstool. We are lower. They say they're the common man. Well, we're the uncommon man. Totem Pole Nation. We go to flea markets. We eat peanut butter out of a jar. We eat oodles and noodles, not even cooked, and call them Doritos. Gator says, welcome, brother. This is for you, Big A13 from Totem Pole Nation, the low man on the totem. Woo! I love this next guy. I know this guy. This guy was a bad man. He was a bad man. Number 4 on the ESPN top male boxers of the 21st century, Roy Jones Jr., 66-10 record, 47 KOs from 1989 to 2023. Wow. 4 division world champions, longtime pound for pound number 1. Jones is considered the best boxer of the 90s, but he also had significant success in 2000s after. Jones from Pensacola, Florida, the Panhandle, became only the second boxer to win titles at middleweight, lightweight, and heavyweight after Bob Fitzsimmons when he jumped 2 weight divisions and outmaneuvered and outboxed John Ruiz for the WBA heavyweight title in 2003. Number 4 on the ESPN top male boxers of the 21st century, Roy Jones Jr., Howard Shotsky. How do you feel about Roy Jones Jr. being number 4? And hopefully in the Granite 617 will be here soon to give us his professional perspective.
Great fighter. Fought in several weight classes, won belts in several weight classes. He's one of the all-time greats.
Wow. Jay Freeman, do you feel the same way about Roy Jones Jr.? Coach Jay Freeman, I think your mic might be muted. I could be wrong. Gator says, welcome, brother. Roy Jones Jr. was also a rapper. I remember Roy Jones Jr. used to rap on his way to the ring. Do you remember this, Howard? Were you a boxing fan when Roy Jones Jr. was at his pinnacle?
Not really.
Not really. When did you really get into the boxing game, Howard?
About a year or two ago.
About a year or two ago. Yes. Coach Jay Freeman, you might have to come out and come back in. Or it might have gone to a Bluetooth device. So mine always goes to, I have this like $80 screen. Like my car doesn't have an Apple Play screen. So you can buy an $80 screen that doesn't actually have a speaker in it, and it will go to that. It's crazy. I can't hear you right now, Coach Jay Freeman, but I'll let you talk about Roy Jones Jr. when you come back in. Can you hear us, Coach Jay Freeman? Number 3 on our list. Number 3 on our list, the Executioner under Golden Boy Productions. Gator says Roy Jones Jr. was a local fighter that put forward on the boxing map. Amen. Amen to that. Kuya. Coach Jay Freeman, can you hear us?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. All right, I'm going to go back to Roy Jones Jr. Now, you're from Florida, Coach Jay Freeman. Are you a fan of Roy Jones Jr.?
Always have been. His dad, I think his dad, I'm not sure, but I think his dad was a boxer as well. And so it's a family tradition, gets passed down, I'm pretty sure. But, excuse me, guys, the thing that always struck me about him was what a great athlete he was. And, I know that kind of goes without saying, like as far as a boxer, they're all great athletes, but This guy kind of had the whole picture. Like, he had everything. Excuse me. He had this, size and the strength and the athleticism. And Coach Troy Taylor and Howard, I sent you a link to his most famous song. And I don't know if we can play it. We might get in trouble, but I sent you a link to his most famous rap song in your text, Coach Troy Taylor.
Yeah, I don't know where my phone is right now, man. I left it somewhere late. It's on the ground down here. Kuya says Pacquiao. Kuya says Pacquiao coming back to fight WBC champ Mario Barrios. What's your opinion, sir? Thanks. All right, Kuya, you don't want my opinion. Howard Shotsky, I'm sure, has an opinion. In the Granite 617 is our boxing expert. I'm just the idiot that goes to flea market and buys $10 Joe Frazier boxing gloves, Marvin Hagler, Sugar Ray Leonard.
And this is
Mike
what
Tyson,
happens
we
when
think is forged. And
when you do a boxing show without your boxing expert.
well, I was planning, I assumed that the boxing expert would be here for the boxing show, but you know what happens when you assume, Howard?
Never assume.
Never assume, but this is Totem Pole Nation. We're the low man on the totem pole. We are lower than Barstool. All right? And I'm not afraid to admit I don't know much about boxing. I like to watch people fight, and I like Roy Jones Jr., and I love the executioner, Bernard Hopkins.
Where I got to figure something out. Where is this anger and this hatred towards Barstool Sports coming from?
Well, it's not hatred or anger. It's that they claim to be the common man, but they don't go to flea markets. They are millionaires.
Let me ask you a question.
We are the common man, yes.
When you get
Everybody needs a rival.
When you get to the level of a company like Barstool Sports with the kind of revenue they have, don't talk to me about the common man.
Exactly.
Now, what might make him the common man and what makes me like the guy, I like his little pizza taste test.
Yeah,
that's my favorite too.
I'm a big and I loved it when he got into it with the one over a bad and the guy came out of his store and was all pissed off.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey,
yeah.
How about when the guys are looking over his shoulder and he's like, "Hey, a 7-7," and they're like,
Right.
"God damn!" He's like, "A 7-7 is a good score. Come on."
Yeah. So that's why you are our attorney. That's why you are our representative. And there is no hatred for Barstool, but we are lower than Barstool. We are the low man on the totem pole.
That's what happened to me. I got kicked out of a local food forum by saying to get the best pizza in Maryland, you drive 4 hours to New York, buy a pie, turn around, and heat the thing up. They kicked me out.
Yeah, that's
They'd
hilarious.
have to arrest me.
Hey.
They'd have to call the cops.
Hey, do you guys know what Google guides are? Google, you know what I mean? Like when you Google Maps, right? Coach knows what it is.
Yeah.
You know how many times they've seen my photos of food? 8.6 million times.
Wow.
My photos have been viewed 8.6 million times.
You're not one of the people who goes out to dinner and takes a picture of your meal, are you?
Oh, yeah. All the time.
We got a lot of comments. Y'all. Kuya wants to know, Pacquiao coming back to fight WBC champ Mario Barrios. What's your opinion, sir? Tyree says Joe Colette, I can't even say his name, should be up there too. Tyree Howard, I can't argue with that because I don't even know who Joe is, but I appreciate you and you have to tell me more about him.
Yes, you do, because if you scroll down,
King of Boxing, Justin Medley said facts, Howard. Howard, go ahead.
You saw the guy Joe's name about 10, 15 minutes ago.
Joe?
Yes.
Yeah, he is. We didn't even know who Joe was. We're the low man on the totem pole. So you think he's undefeated, so I agree. He should be higher. Tyree Howard, I totally agree. That's why you're on here. You're here to help the low man on the totem pole. I do know this guy. The executioner, Bernard Hopkins. Tyree Howard said he went undefeated and beat Roy Jones Jr. and Bernard Hopkins. Rose Marie, Pacquiao, king of boxing. Welcome, Rose Marie, the totem pole name. Bernard, the Executioner Hopkins, 55, 8-2 record, 32 KOs from 1988 to 2016. Oldest ever boxing world champion at age 49. 20 middleweight title defenses, 2-division world champion, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame in 2014. I love Bernard Hopkins. He's under Golden Boy Productions. He is the executioner, and he admits he did every crime they ever accused him of and more. Howard Shotsky, Bernard Hopkins, number 3.
Good fighter, man. Real good.
Yes.
Those are the short comments you got when you got a couple of football guys doing a boxing list.
Hey, how about 20 title defenses? 20 title defenses, and the fact that he's called the alien. Why is he called the alien? Because he doesn't age, baby. 49 years old in a boxing ring and being efficient? That's crazy.
Yes. In the Granite 617. In the Granite 617 is over 50 years old, and he said he will fight Jake Paul and Logan Paul both in the same night. And I would like to put In the Granite 617 on the same level as Bernard Hopkins. Rose says Pacquiao resume, no one can't match it. Now, Rose, thank you very much. This is for you, Rose. And Rose, you are perfect timing. Number 2, Manny Pacquiao, ESPN's top 10 male boxers in the 21st century. Key accomplishments. Since January 1st, 2000, 35, 6-2 pro record. Multi-division world champion. Held world titles in the 2010s and 20s. Pacquiao was unknown when he first fought in the USA in 01, but became a record 8-division world champion. His all-attack buzzsaw style with punches thrown from all angles overwhelmed ring greats such as Marco Antonio Barrera, Eric Morales, Oscar De La Hoya, and Miguel Cotto. His fight against Floyd Mayweather. Now, you may say, Coach, why are y'all doing this? Because we found a Floyd Mayweather glove for $10 at the flea market. Yeah, so that makes us boxing experts being able to comment on a top 10. His fight against Floyd Mayweather took 5 years to finally happen. And while it didn't deliver the entertainment boxing fans were expecting, it generated more than $600 million in total revenue. Pacquiao also had a memorable feud with Juan Manuel Marquez, winning the first 3 fights and losing the 4th by KO. Pacquiao recovered from that defeat in 2012 to win 6 more welterweight title fights by 2019. Number 2 in the ESPN top 10 fighters of the 21st century, Manny Pacquiao. Howard Shotsky. How do you feel about Manny Pacquiao being number 2?
Can't argue with that, man.
You can't argue with that. The great Filipino boxer, the world champ, Coach Jay Freeman, Manny Pacquiao. I'm going to have to go to a flea market next weekend and try to find a Manny Pacquiao signed glove for $10 to go along with our Floyd Mayweather Jr. $10 boxing glove. Howard, what is the probability that this is real? What percentage do you think?
The better question is, what's it worth?
It is priceless to me. It is priceless to Totem Pole Nation because this will be hanging in Totem Pole headquarters one day with a sign that says, "An idiot paid $10 for this glove." Coach
Hey, it'll be
yes.
Yes, sir. It'll be right next to that totem pole too. Hey,
Coach
Hey,
Jay Freeman has purchased a 3-foot totem pole. Howard Shotsky.
I didn't know that.
It's custom made, is it not, Jay Freeman?
Yeah, I think it's made out of wood, and it's about 3 foot tall, and it's got some of the same markings on it that our symbol does.
Yes.
And you don't know how it is, but I gave Coach Troy Taylor a warning. I said, Coach Troy Taylor, you're going to probably be at Fork Union Military School, and it's going to probably arrive when you're not there. So I just want to give him a heads up. But hey,
that's all right.
Hey, but I got to ask y'all. Hey, I got to ask you a question real quick, guys. Part of a reason for us here, even though we're not maybe the biggest boxing experts, but we are receptacles of memory, right? And we have lived for quite a while, the three of us. And so, who's the guy that said no Moss? Is that Roberto Duran?
Yes.
Okay, and was that against Pacquiao? Who was that against?
That's Sugar Ray Leonard.
Sugar Ray.
Oh, my bad.
It's Sugar Daddy.
Yes.
It's Sugar Daddy.
Yes.
It's Sugar Daddy.
Hey, that's pretty incredible. That's pretty incredible right there.
No mas.
Tyree Howard, Pac was knocked out cold by Juan Manuel, one of the worst KOs in boxing. Wow, I'm going to say that again. Rose, I hope you're not offended by Tyree Howard's belief that Pac was knocked out cold by Juan Manuel, one of the worst KOs in boxing. Rose Marie says Marquez is on steroids. Manny Pacquiao was not on steroids. Now, I'm going to go introduce number one, and then I'm going to go get the set of boxing gloves that are going to be used when Lambo boxes Paul in the backyard of Matoka. Yes, it's going to be Lambo versus Paul. Terminator said it would not be fair. Terminator said it would not be fair that he would put Lambo to sleep. So I have the boxing gloves, the American ones. I will be ordering a set of North Korea, my fault, South Korea gloves for the man from Seoul. The man from Seoul will be representing South Korea. Lambo will be representing America because he doesn't even know what continent Korea is on. And they will be fighting in the backyard of Matoka, Virginia within the next week. All right, this is content. Number one on our list. On our list, Floyd Mayweather Jr., Pretty Boy Floyd, a.k.a. Money Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather, key accomplishments. 50-0, 27 KOs from 1996 to 2017, 5-division world champion, long time, pound for pound number one. Mayweather won world titles in 5 weight classes and dominated the pound for pound rankings from 2015, from 05 to 2015. His immaculate defense with a trademark shoulder roll technique to block punches, along with sublime footwork, blurring hand speed, and pinpoint accuracy, helped him beat the best of his era. Manny Pacquiao, Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo, Miguel Cotto, Ricky Hatton, and John Manuel Marquez, among others. His decision win over Pacquiao generated more than $600 million in 2015 and remains the biggest fight in decades. Mayweather's bout against former MMA champion Conor McGregor in 2017 also generated more than $600 million. Second most of all, Mayweather's wealth of boxing talent made him the world's highest paid athlete in 2012, 14, 15, and 18, according to Forbes magazine. Rose Marie says Pacquiao defeat Hall of Fame fighters. Wow, impressive. I totally agree. Now, Coach Jay Freeman, Howard Shotsky. I'm going to go get those boxing gloves that Lambo will be wearing when he fights Paul. That's what it's gotten to. It's gotten to a boxing, backyard boxing. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Barstool Sports owns the Rough and Rowdy. And Totem Pole will be owning the Tough and Rowdy boxing. Yes, we
yes,
are
sir. Yes, sir.
Rowdy, not to be accused with the Rough and Rowdy, the Tough and Rowdy. Is that a copyright infringement? Howard Shotsky, Floyd Mayweather. Tell me what you think.
I'll be honest with you. I was thinking about my bathroom break. So,
Oh wow. Well, you know what's Howard? I was going to ask you a question, buddy, about boxing, about Floyd Mayweather. You know, I know this is an ignoramus thing to say, but I was surprised. I don't know. It's embarrassing. I shouldn't even say it. I was surprised that Conor McGregor did not crease Floyd Mayweather just from his punching power. But then you look at it and you go, this is an exhibition kind of thing. And a guy is supremely talented in one specific skill, and the other guy is a newbie in that skill. Is that why that happened?
I'm going to tell you something right now. If that was a real fight, I would have enjoyed Floyd Mayweather piecing him up every freaking round.
But it wasn't a real fight, right?
Why you don't bet against Jake Paul? I told people that last week. In the Granite was talking about how tough Mike Perry was. I'm like, it don't matter.
It doesn't translate the same way. Is that what you're saying, brother? It doesn't translate.
They don't want this kid to get an L on his record, because if he does, his next fight is worth significantly less. They are making a fortune right now. They cannot let this kid lose.
What in the world? Who is that?
Floyd Mayweather, the GOAT.
Jeez. Yes, it looks like Troy Taylor's the GOAT.
Hold on.
That's amazing. You need to make that bigger screen. There you go.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
Is Floyd Mayweather the GOAT?
I got to be honest with you. I think you should wear that goat head every stream. That should be your trademark.
$2.
Yeah.
$2 at a flea market. I got a panda, I got an eagle, and I'm going to be Sammy the Eagle. I gave it to my niece. But the GOAT, was this worth $2? They said it came from a bachelor party. I don't think I should have it on my head, y'all.
I've already gotten $2 worth of enjoyment out of this.
Yes. I need to get a Tom Brady jersey so I can be the GOAT.
Hey, maybe you should wear that to like a Virginia Tech game or something.
Oh, dude, when I saw 3 of these. They're called furries. They identify as animals.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. They gotta have a litter box to go to the bathroom.
It's some weird shit that I do not want to get into.
They got a litter box in the bathroom.
Do you think that this is worth $2, Howard?
Yeah, it's worth a lot more than $2. Yeah,
I think that the Eagle is going to be perfect for the Olympics, because Sammy the Eagle was a great character that people have forgotten about.
Well,
to me, Floyd Mayweather is the GOAT.
Coach,
you can always give the Eagle to me, and I'll drive down to American University and see if they want to buy it, since their nickname is the Eagles.
Yes.
Hey,
so
did y'all know that's Randy? No, that's Randy the GOAT. That GOAT is Randy.
But I'll tell you, American University made a big mistake, though. I gave them an opportunity to make me their new athletic director, and they turned that opportunity.
Wow.
Didn't even get an interview.
You didn't even get an interview?
Nope.
What is going on?
Man, their Title IX is in the trouble now, boy. They need somebody with your experience to lead that school.
So these are the gloves that Lambo will be wearing. The guy told me that these were used in the filming of Rocky, that these are the actual Apollo Creed gloves. I find that hard to believe. All right. But for $20, I got them, and these are the gloves in 16 ounce. This is what In the Granite 617 told me were the best gloves because it's 1 pound.
All right, now let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Do you know how to authenticate sports memorabilia like the gloves you have on to see if what the nitwit said was true?
No, but I take the guy's word for it because he said these were used in the filming of Rocky 1. They were worn by Apollo Creed.
And I'm going to tell you he's full of shit. But they do a thing called photo matching.
Yes.
For example, if you have a jersey and that jersey has a stitch that goes a certain way, or it has a grass stain on the top left shoulder, they'll take your jersey. They will search newspapers for a picture of the player wearing that exact jersey and once you photo match that item, it's worth a lot more.
Oh,
Now,
well, I do not want this mask to be photo matched to any websites on the web or dark web.
the guy
Because I don't know. I don't want to know where it's been worn before because it has a certain smell to it. All right. It reminds me of fish, and I don't know.
Do you ever watch the show Pawn Stars?
Yes, and the other stars, but Pawn Stars is great. Yes. But I will be willing to bet anyone that these gloves were worn by Apollo Creed in the filming of Rocky 1.
Well, you know what they say on Pawn Stars, don't they?
What?
That's tremendous, but we can't pay for stories.
Pay for stories. These were actually used in the filming of Rocky 1.
And if you can factually prove that to me, I'd be willing to purchase them.
You would? Well, I'm willing to bet anybody that these can be photo matched. These are the actual gloves that were worn by Carl Withers in Apollo.
Well, since
Apollo Creed.
Since they fucking look brand new and that movie came out when I was a kid.
The guy told me for $20 you can own a pair of gloves that were used in the filming of Rocky 1.
Right.
Hey, Coach Troy Taylor, that goat mask is certified by OnlyFans.
Yes, I'm sure it is. It probably made a lot of money. The woman said someone donated them to me. It was a yard sale by a homeschool Christian school, homeschool people. They don't want their kids to go to public schools, but they had a yard sale. Those masks were donated by a guy. They used them for his bachelor party. I said, okay, sure. How much? $2 a mask. A panda, an eagle, and a goat. I don't want to know how they used them.
Smells like Teen Spirit.
I didn't know Tom Brady was in the stream. Yes, Tom Brady. I didn't know Tom Brady was in the stream. I want to get a Tom Brady jersey and a Michael Jordan jersey when the GOAT comes on. But the GOAT today is the one and only Floyd Mayweather. Is he not? Is Floyd Mayweather the GOAT? Where is In the Granite 617?
Boy,
he's running sprints.
Now, when most people heard the words bachelor party, they would have ran in the opposite direction. My man buys it and throws it on his head.
And I gave it to my 5-year-old niece to wear. I took a family picture of my brother, his wife, and his daughter with the 3 heads on. And you know what, dude? When my brother wore the panda and walked in the house, my niece, you said, dude, it was worth $2 just to hear her smile and laugh.
Oh, yeah.
And with that panda head on. And every family should invest in a set of furry masks.
What?
Total donation in the furry community.
I got some advice for you.
What?
After you get back from the doctor's office, getting those penicillin shots.
Yes.
Avoid your brother's wife for a little while.
Yes. Yes. I need to get. Man, I never thought I would be wearing one of these masks. I have been a mascot before. I am trying out to be the Richmond Squirrels mascot.
Hey,
But today I'm
hey,
Floyd Mayweather. Joe
hey, I
Freeman.
got.
How do you feel, Jay Freeman?
Oh, I feel amazing. I feel so cool sitting here with you guys. Hey, I was going to tell you the mask also has a sports component, and like
Yeah.
for me, the high school I'm at right now is the Panthers. The Panthers, and so one of my things is this is a Rex Ryan thing is make it likable and learnable. Okay,
Yeah.
so
That's how you
if
got the Bailey jersey, the Panthers.
exactly, and so one of the things is this: if I want my players to know my scheme and learn 1,000 hand signals, you know what's the best way to do it? Is to go get that panther head, like you have a goat head, and put it on my head, and then do my hand signals with the panther head on. And so that's one thing we've been doing is record all our hand signals for offense and defense with a panther head on, and then put it on huddle. Because, you know, kids today, they don't just learn things the way we learn them. They got to learn it in multimedia, multimodal inputs. And so that's one of the great things to teach all coaches is this. If a kid's not learning a skill, it doesn't mean just keep beating their head in with the same way. Try a different way to teach it. Try a different way to teach what you're trying to teach the young athlete. Anyway, so that's a good way to use a head like that is it helps the kids to remember things.
Yes, and my girlfriend suggested using the head last night, the goat head, but I was not, Howard. I was not for that, Howard. Why would I want to cover my head up? Yeah.
Well, but then when in the Granite 617, Bobby Lizzo wasn't here, he said, "Dang, I better get that head on quick."
In the Granite 617. I mean, I need to study the greatest mascot of all time is the San Diego Chicken. I think that needs to go to our next countdown. Who is the greatest mascots of all time?
Without question, the San Diego Chicken.
Yes, he's the greatest, dude. The greatest of all time, dude, is the San Diego Chicken. And he dropped the San Diego and became I mean, yeah, dude, it became the famous chicken. And I remember I used to dress up as mascots, and I would get the referee said he was going to tee me up because, you know, I did all this, you know, you stink, act like I'm blind.
I got a good mascot story for you.
Tell me.
So back in the day when I was young and virile and used to go out hunting for creatures, we ran across we went after a Wizards game, and Andre was dating one of the dancers. So we're out to dinner with the entire Wizards dance team, and some dude who's at the end of the table who we don't know. Now, the mascot for the Wizards, we were just waiting for that dude to go down because the stuff they were doing wasn't safe. So one night, my man goes up 30 feet in the air to do that dunk, and he don't land the right way. And next thing you know, G was on crutches. And we're out at dinner, and my boy is just killing the guy. I mean, he's tearing the mascot to pieces. And all of a sudden, the girl next to him goes, "Hey, will you keep it down? That's him at the end of the table." We were out to dinner with him, but he wasn't in costume.
That's awesome.
That is amazing. The 20 best sports mascots of all time. That link is not working. I cannot believe that. I can't believe more people haven't been Googling this.
I definitely have to put the Wizards dancers in there because I got to tell you, they made my my early 30s quite enjoyable.
Yes, mine too. Coach Jay Freeman, what are you saying?
Who do you think's got the best mascot in the state of Virginia?
Out of the I would say the Hokies does the Hokie bird.
Well, it's obvious not UVA with this freaking Cavalier.
Yes, that's true. That is definitely true.
Hey, that's a nice, easy softball pitch right there. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna pick that a Cavalier, baby. I mean, you might love him. You might be like Thomas Jefferson, baby, Monticello.
Oh, no.
Hey, let's go. But
I got some friends that would pick that Cavalier. You know why? They went to UVA.
yeah, I know. Yeah, no disrespect. Okay, no disrespect.
There's a UVA bias. The greatest mascots in sports.
That Cavalier.
Huh?
Jamie Sharper would pick that Cavalier.
Hell yeah. Well, Jamie Sharper is a hell of a player, man.
And I'll tell you, little known fact. Jamie Sharper, other than the dude, I forget their name, who they used as their model. He was a backup player at Maryland. Eric Abagwe. Other than Eric, Jamie was the first player to ever do a photo shoot for Under Armour.
Well, E.J. Henderson, too. E.J. Henderson, right?
Oh, no, Jamie was first. Trust me.
Okay. All right.
You know what I wanted? If you've ever driven to Baltimore from Jersey, when you come through the tunnel, go around that big corner, and you first get to Baltimore, there's an enormous billboard that's right by the stadium. I wanted Jamie on that billboard.
You know, a lot of people don't remember, Howard.
This is the most bogus list. This is a bunch of bull crap, man. I can't believe this, y'all. I mean, I'm looking at this list, and this list, I don't know who makes these lists. It's artificial intelligence or something like.
Coach, we got to make our own list. Coach, we got to make our own list, man. Hell with this. Hell with this shit.
We
need our own list.
PowerPoint. You're in charge of that. Because I'm a little like, look at this, man. Look at this. I mean, number 15, y'all.
That's hater. That's hater.
I mean, number 15. I kind of like complaining about other people's lists. I mean, number 15. Wait, yeah.
They put the chicken
number
at 15.
15 is the San Diego chicken.
That's pure hate.
Dude. No way that the chicken is number 15. We're giving the San Diego chicken an honorable mention. No way. Because although he is not officially associated with the team, he's a staple of San Diego sports, making appearances at Padres and Clippers before they moved to Los Angeles games. The chicken was rebranded as the famous chicken. It's portrayed by Ted with the Greek name. Dude, there would be no mascots without this guy. Like, how can you put this guy at 15? Are you outraged, Howard Shotsky, with the San Diego chicken being number 15?
He was 14.
He was 14? 15, I think. 15, the chicken.
Well, who's ahead of him?
14 is Slapshot.
Oh, I like Slapshot.
You like Slapshot. Why do you like Slapshot, Howard? Slapshot's ready for his close-up. Number 14, the Raptor. How do you feel about the Raptor? Let's watch these guys in action. I'm making a copyright, but who cares? Look at this. Oh, yes. That's what I like. Making mockery of officials and saying that they're bribing them and cheating them. Look at Slapshot. Why do you like Slapshot so much, Howard?
Because it's hard to skate with a 40-pound head on you.
Yes, the Raptor. What is this? Are they getting arrested? What is he got, a camera on? Oh, KC Wolf. Where is the man from Seoul? I saw the man from Seoul, but where did he go?
Soccer, isn't it?
Huh?
Soccer, I think.
You know, I don't know if anybody starts off in life thinking, boy, I'd sure like to grow up to be a mascot someday. You know, like every other kid growing up, I thought I was going to be a professional.
Look at this guy. I thought he was going to be a professional what?
Professional baseball player. And then,
that's what I thought I was going to be, but I became the totem pole goat.
For a
That
while,
guy
I
sounds
wanted
like
to be a
RFK.
dentist, and I had all kinds of different dreams. But after I graduated from hanging around in a tiger suit at the University of Missouri, and then I got a job with the St. Louis Cardinals in a bird
Wow, he worked his way up, didn't he, Howard? Are you impressed, Howard?
outfit. And I thought, well, this is kind of fun. And then the Kansas City Chiefs called me and said they were starting up a new program, KC Wolf. And so I came. When I had my accent.
Does the KC Wolf look like Andy Reid?
No, but he sounds like Katharine Hepburn looking for strawberries.
How about Yuppie? What do you know about Yuppie? Yes. Look at him. Number 10 is blue. How do you feel about blue?
Tom Brady
Howard?
jersey swap.
Colts. Oh, the gorilla? Is this the Phoenix Suns? Like, dude, the gorilla's number 9? What is that? This dude, man. Wow.
Gorilla.
You're a fan of the gorilla. Number 9. Dude, I'm a Grizzlies fan, and I'm not putting the Grizz, who doesn't even look like a Grizzly, or he doesn't even look like a Grizzly, above the gorilla. I mean, he looks like a – what does he look like, dude?
Yeah, if you're playing horse, you just got an H.
I mean, he doesn't even look like a Grizzly. Okay, where is In the Granite 617?
It looks like a Fugazi.
Outraged if number 7 was Wally the Green Monster. Look at him. Look at Wally. How do you feel about Wally? Howard Shotsky being number 7. How about you, Howard? Wally the Green Monster, Benny the Bull, Benny the Butcher.
Benny the Bull, I know.
Yeah.
Benny the Bull. It's like In the Granite, the Butcher. Benny the Butcher.
We've decided. There's a little pit.
After a big Etuan Moore game winner, if I'm not mistaken. Sometimes you just got to.
I know Mr. Met. Mr. Met is number 5, Howard.
Brings me back to my childhood.
And how do you think that's disrespectful to Mr. Met that he's number 5?
I don't even know if they use Mr. Met anymore.
You don't know if they
Hey, this list sucks.
Huh?
I think this list is no good.
But I know what you won't find on here. You won't find the Yankees person because real teams don't need mascots.
Wow. Jackson Daville. Jackson Daville is number 4.
You know what else real teams don't need?
What?
What do the Giants don't have?
They don't have a logo.
Cheerleaders.
Ooh.
Oh.
Only in the
Cheerleaders.
I don't
The
know about that.
racing sausages. How are they even a mascot? The racing sausages are mascots of who? The Brewers?
That sounds like something at the bachelor party.
Yes, that's probably exactly what this was. All right, the Gritty. Who is the Gritty? The Gritty's number 2. The Gritty Flyers.
Man.
What do you think about the Gritty, Howard Shotsky?
That's Jay Jetta's move.
Yeah, I thought that was a dance thing.
Has he always been the Gritty?
Every time he scores, he does the Gritty.
Okay, I respect this guy.
Oh, the Fanatic at Beachwood Innings. Matt, we were told
the Philly Fanatic is legit. Is he not, Howard?
Absolutely.
Shay Freeman, you respect the Philly Fanatic.
Yeah, of all the ones so far, that's besides the chicken, that's one of the top ones for sure.
And the gorilla was legit. He's been legit. All right, so Totem Pole Nation Life Lessons Podcast. Coach Shay Freeman, what is your life lesson that you would like to leave Totem Pole Nation with today after we did the top 10 boxers and the top 10 professional sports mascots today?
I don't know, man. There's a lot of thoughts swirling in my head. I think one of them is, I think I'm going to try to get a little deep here. So slap me around if I get it wrong. But here's the thing. The same thing about putting a mascot head on in front of a group of fans. You're representing the whole group, right? You're representing the damn fans, the moms and dads, the grandmas, the alumni, the cheerleaders, the administration. You're all of them. And you're showing them this is how we're going to respond when good things happen in a game, when bad things happen in the game. And I would draw that same parallel to all these great boxers. And we talked about it. I know I talked about it several times, probably in lieu of real data, is the idea of some of these boxers have been legends and heroes for their culture, for the people that they represent, the people they might look like, the people they come from. I mean, you say Manny Pacquiao and Oscar De La Hoya and some of these other guys are their heroes for their society. I mean, I would say there's no one in the Philippines, and I may be just, if I'm wrong, I apologize, but there's no one in the Philippines that has ever captured the imagination of the whole place more than Manny Pacquiao. There's no one in the sports world that has symbolized a whole country more than that. And I would argue the same thing for the Latino Mexican culture with some of these other guys, Oscar De La Hoya, these kind of guys, because, and I guess the life lesson is this. If you do great at your own field, if you do great at your own mission or role in life, you never know how many people you're going to inspire. You never know how many people you're going to lift up. You never know how many people you're the example for. So, you know what I mean? Don't underestimate your value. Don't underestimate your impact, right? Don't underestimate the people that you may not even know you're touching, right? You may not even know that you're making an impact on these people, but they're watching. We said we got a lot of little eyes upon us. We got people watching us. So again, that would be my best life lesson for today, Coach Troy Taylor.
Howard Shatsky, what life lesson would you take today from this show to give to Total Pole Nation?
Well, I'd like to talk about hustle for a minute.
Yes.
Hustle is when you go to the flea market and bring your phone and you look for 2 hours and you find that item that's priced at $25 that you can go right home and put on eBay and sell for $300 in 1 week. So you got to do your research. There's money out there to be made at flea markets and thrift stores and things like that. And most importantly, if you are at a flea market and see a goat head available for $2, purchase that thing.
It doesn't matter how it smells.
Yes.
Just get it and stick it on your head as fast as you can.
And I'm seeing these little things that look like bed bugs. All right, maybe that's the reason they call it a flea market, because it's got fleas in it. Yes.
Well, maybe.
Are fleas and bed bugs the same thing?
Tom Brady is here. That is true, CDM. We have the GOAT with us.
The GOAT is here. I need to get a Tom Brady jersey. I'm going to have to go look on eBay or whatnot. What can I get an old Tom Brady jersey, a bootleg? Maybe I need to go to Korea. Maybe I need to go see the man from Seoul and get a bootleg Tom Brady Patriots jersey. $10?
You know where you can get one?
Where?
You know the guy who had the blank Vinny Testaverde jersey?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Vinny Testaverde. It only had one number on the shoulder, had Testaverde on the back and no number on the front or back.
Hey, that's almost like having a Flacco from last year.
Man. I don't know. I will get better at wearing the goat head. Total Pole Nation, you're the GOAT. Do what's right. Do your best. Treat people how you want to be treated. We love you. Have a great day. You have a great day. Fort St. Pete rejuvenates the best. Coach Bald.